Good morning, class 11th Commerce. This is your subject Economics, Chapter 1, Concept of Economics and Significance of Statistics, lecture number 4. In this lecture, we shall discuss about limitations of statistics, importance we did in the previous lecture. Now let's begin. See, first is limitation means kamiyan. What are the negative points? That one is a study of numerical facts only. See, in the previous lecture also we discussed that statistics study only numerical facts. Statistics study only the quantitative data or the data which can be expressed in numerical terms. It does not study qualitative phenomena like honesty, friendship, wisdom, health, justice. So these are all what? Qualitative data. So our statistics does not study qualitative information. If someone says he is poor, he is taller, he is fat, he is rich, so these all are not studied under statistics. If I say income of A is 20,000 more than the income of B, this is the statistical study. So statistical data is expressed only in numerical terms. Then second point is study of aggregates only. Statistics study only the aggregates of quantitative facts. It does not study any particular unit. For example, if I say Ram's income is rupees 2000, this has no relevance in statistics. But if I say income of Ram is 2000 per month, Sohan is 3000 per month, and that of Sham is 4000 per month, so the average is 3000. Fine, so it has relevance in the statistical term. I can draw a conclusion that all the three person belongs to a middle class family. Fine, so this statistics study the aggregates, not just a particular unit. Then homogeneity of data, an essential requirement. That means you cannot compare height of a person with the income of the person. You cannot compare production of cloth with the production of food grain, because both are measured in different units. So in statistics, homogeneity of data, uniformity of data is an essential requirement. Data of different qualities cannot be data of different qualities and kinds cannot be compared. Fine. For example, food grains cannot be compared with the production of rice. It is because cloth is measured in meters and food grain is measured in tons. However, it is possible to compare their values. We can compare their values. Okay, what was the sale of cloth and sale of food grains, but we cannot compare the volume. So in statistics, it is the basic or the essential requirement that data should be homogeneous. There should be homogeneity of data. Sometime you will face 1 mark question that can the heterogeneous data be taken as a part of statistics? No. Heterogeneous data cannot be taken as a part of statistics. It is always the homogeneous data that is taken as a part of statistics. So study of numerical facts only. No, it does not study qualitative information like wisdom, honesty, friendship, health, patriotism, justice, etc. So it does not study any qualitative information. Then study of aggregates only. A single unit cannot constitute statistics. For example, if I say that income of Ram is 2000, it does not constitute a statistics. Whereas if I say income of Ram is 2000, Sham is 3000, Mohan is 4000, so aggregate average is 3000. So here the conclusion can be drawn that both of three of them belongs to the average family. Middle class family. So here this data can be taken as a part of statistics. Clear? Clear? And then homogeneity of data, an essential requirement to compare the data. It is an essential requirement that the statistics are uniform in quality. Their measuring units should be same. Are you getting this point? So study of numerical facts only, study of aggregates only, and homogeneity of data an essential requirement. Now let's study another limitation. See, number 4th is results are true only on average. Fine. So that means they have their capacity, tendency to express. See, unlike the laws of physical science or chemistry, statistical observations are not absolutely true. Fine. They are always valid under all condition. They are not always valid under all condition. For example, if I say that per capita income of India is rupees 18,000 per annum, it does not mean that income of each and every Indian is rupees 18,000 per annum. So may have more and some may have less than 18,000 per annum. It is true only on average. So results are true only on average. For example, if I say that average marks scored by 11th commerce is 70 on 100. So it doesn't mean that everybody has scored 70 marks. Maybe some has scored more than 70 marks, some have scored more than less than 70 marks. But on an average, it is 70 marks scored by all the students. So it is just the average. So results are true only on average. This is one of the limitation. Then without reference, result may prove to be wrong. In order to understand the conclusion, it is necessary that the circumstances and conditions under which conclusions have been drawn are also studied. Otherwise, they will prove to be wrong. For example, if I say in the business of cloth, profit earned during the 3 years is 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. On the other hand, profit earned by the paper industry is 3,000, 2,000, 1,000. So average is 2,000 in both the cases. But in one industry, profits are increasing, and in other industry, profits are decreasing. Then I have, it can be used by experts only. Our next point, that results are can be used only by experts. Now see, statistics can be used only by those person who have knowledge of statistical methods. Now, if you are a student of economics, you can study statistics, but if you present the statistical data in front of science student, will they able to study? No, they won't be able to calculate. So statistics can be studied by experts only, those who have proper knowledge of statistical method, statistical tools. Then prone to misuse. Misuse of statistics is possible. Statistics may prove to true what is actually not true. It is usually said that statistics are like clay by which you can make a god or devil. Misuse of statistics indeed its great limitation. Clear with this? Okay.